now. The 5 lights are ahead of the drivers. And the Italian Grand Prix is underway. One slot chicken roast to go. Gleason gets away. Can I see what's happening here? Look at that. He's still in the lead. And Chiara is going to go up into second place. He collides with the back of his car. Legend is fighting back there for second place. And whoa, what is going on here at the back? Let's see what is happening. Chicken roast apparently is Chicken Rosie. It is indeed leading the Grand Prix, and into first place Maxwell fighting there for fourth. Oh, look at that fight there, Maxwell and Russell and Dan. Look at what's happening here. Chiara's going to go up to second. Oh, what's happening with Legend? He's going backwards and backwards. What is really happening here at the back? This is absolutely crazy stuff. He's losing place after place. Cameron is having a great look on the inside, and this first lap of the Grand Prix is looking absolutely crazy stuff. And we still continue here. Apparently, Chicken Rosie maintaining his lead ahead of Chiara in second place. Callum, whoa, what just happened with Legend there? You think that was the medium compound?
Oh, there's a spin, there's a spin. Oh, was that a reset to track? I believe you'll get penalised for that, if so. But yeah, I believe Legend outbraked himself going for an aggressive move on, I believe it was Chiara/Rosary, and then went to the escape road, a bit like Hamilton did against Leclerc in 2019.
Oh my goodness, and look at that down the back. We see both the AlphaTauris going for moves, and Russell is trying to go around the outside of Cameron. Look how he pushes him off wide, and there's a little bit of a battle here between Fan and Dan. I know it rhymes, but they're fighting there for P7, not anymore. And you see the fight there going wheel to wheel through Curva Grande between Russell and Cameron. Is Cameron going to fight back into 5th place? Russell is, but is he going to maintain himself there? I can look there, and it appears to be no damage between the two drivers. So they look to have come out of the first 2 corners unscathed. And I want to take a look at the position changes. And what a fantastic start has been for Maxwell, who's up into the 3rd place already. And let's see if he can do anything better going into the next few laps of this Grand Prix.
Yeah, so far it's been very interesting, very aggressive racing, but also fair racing, apart from obviously the Latifi incident, which I didn't see. Oh no. RN Sheffield Wednesday FC fan's gone off, and he's broken his front left bumper. He spun at Ascari there, which is very unfortunate for him, which realistically, unless the safety car is his race over, he's going to pit early and ruin his strategy.
That is such a shame for an SWFC fan. He was looking so impressive, but he's going to have to bail into the pits and lose a few positions. Let's see what he does. And Yaras hasn't really been enabled yet. Now he has. And we have both the Alpines down to the back of the grid. You see SWFC fan changing his size. But there's a fight going on here at the front of the grid. Chiara and Chicken Rosary. Chiara, my goodness, this driver in the championship hasn't looked that strong. But in this Grand Prix, he's looking like the biggest deal. He's moved up 1 place, and he's in a perfect position to take 1st place away from Chicken Roastery. And Chicken Roastery, though he got pole, one thing is getting that prestigious pole position, but another thing is to maintain that. And with Italy, with Monza, you guys are going to be so powerful. But Cameron is going for moves already ahead of Russell. He goes now.
Yeah, so far Rosary is extending his lead. He's trying to get out the 1 second DRS zone, but he's struggling to. But so far they have pulled away from Maxwell, and it's a 2-man race between the Ferrari and the Mercedes of Rosary and Kieran, however you say his name. But Legend is still up there on the medium, so his strategy could pay off if there's no safety car, which ruined it being very fast at the end of the race.
movement coming by Legend. He has a little look on the inside. Ooh, a little bit of contact has been made between the two. They're fighting for third place. Much like they were fighting for second place in last week's Dutch Grand Prix, but this time it's going to be all the way around the outside between Legend and Maxwell. Look at this, having to take the long way round, and into third he's going to go, and Maxwell is going to drop down a position. As you see there, Latifi with a time penalty. I believe that's 10 seconds.
Must have fully cut a corner, such as a Sky, for example, which is unfortunate for him, but yeah, who knows what will happen with that, whether he can get it removed or maybe a bigger penalty if it's obviously something very daft.
Look at the gap between Chiara and Chicken Roastery. That fight for first place is very much on. We keep our eyes on fight for P6 currently. We're seeing Russell and Dan really close to each other, but at the top, Chiara has managed to get the fastest lap, and not only that, he is now within 1 second of Chicken Roastery. Let's just do this. Let's just go on board now with the Ferrari driver as he tries to close down on the Mercedes driver. So it's Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull in the top three. Chicken Roastery losing a lot of pace down the straight, and that could be a movement coming from from way too far back. That is not gonna work, but he's still sniffing that first place. He can feel it. He can literally see it just ahead of him, and all he has to do is just to keep up this pace, and eventually he's gonna find his way into first place. But you have to remember, he is on a soft compound tire. The leader is as well, and look how he goes a little bit too over the curb. And that is a little bit of a mistake, and that is sure gonna push him back down a little bit and lose him a little bit of time.
Yeah, some great racing between the two. Ooh, Russell's slight spin there, a slight slide, looking like a real life Ferrari there. But yeah, Gregors is holding his position so far. I've expected more from him so far, but obviously no equipment, obviously maybe up to pace, but so far it's not really been as many changes as I'd expect so far, but that'll all change once hit strategies come along and the different strategies, people going long, people going short. But yeah, I'm back as it stands with no safety car. I'm back in Legend to win.
Remember, I mean, that's an interesting pick because as you can see, Legend, he has literally he's in the different strategy. He's in the alternate one. And Chicken Roastery, who leads, is going to have to pit. Those soft tires, I believe, are really quick around here. They have the pace, but of course, Legend is going to be flying when we reach the end of the race. So do not count the Red Bull out. He is on a different strategy, and that could pay off when we get into the next part of the race. But one thing that I find interesting is Chiara losing some pace to the leader, now down to just 2 seconds behind Chicken Roastery, which I find quite odd. For some odd reason, he's not finding the pace yet, and Chicken Roastery is pulling away.
Yeah, Chicken Roastery, 2.7 seconds. This is like just stopping in Mexico, isn't it? It's miles away at this point. As it stands, he'll be finishing 20 seconds ahead.
Nice prediction. So if he finishes 20 seconds ahead, then you guys just...
I want a medal.
It's all a script. This race is like wrestling. All scripted.
Yeah.
Chiara,
WWE.
Oh, it's...
Sponsor us.
I mean, in the 3, we've seen so many fights here that it literally looks like WWE, but it's not fake. This time you see a fight going on there. It's Legend versus Maxwell. Those two have a little bit of a rivalry coming out of the last Grand Prix, and another overtaking coming out. This time is a medium runner going around the outside, and he does it perfectly. Look at that switchback by Maxwell. Maxwell with the perfect switchback. But Legend is still in third place. He's managed to stay in that position, but Maxwell with some BALLS trying to go for a switch. It did not quite work. And you see that a commentator with professionalism, and another one who literally doesn't have any. So we see a Vision overtaking Red Bull there for P9. He's going to go up a position of Vision. I'll be honest, this is disappointing. I know he's on an alternate strategy, so I hope that Vision moves up a few places, but something's happened on vision that I just understand what it is. It is, oh, look at Russell. Russell losing a position there. Ooh, Mr. Dan going for the big move on the AlphaTauri. Those two have been fighting a lot too. They have a little bit of a rivalry in the Grand Prix. But something happened with Vision. Although he's made up a few places, he's third in the championship. Why is it that he's not finding the pace here in this race? And Greg is as well in 8th place. Mr. Callum, as you see there,
got it for Gregors.
Happening into turn 1. Here we go with Maxwell Legend. He's going to fight back for another lap, and they're going to provide us with some nice, interesting entertainment. As you see him there going a little bit too much over the curb. Oh, a little bit of oversteer is going to compromise his exit. He had a bit of a moment, and that's going to compromise his 4th place. He's down to 5th, and now Cameron's going to just say thank you very much. I'm going to take that away from him. That is it. Into P4 goes Cameron.
LSW Legend 44 showing the real-life Red Bull driver Max Verstappen how to do it rather than maybe killing an enemy.
Killing an enemy. Okay.
But yeah, Cameron doing well there in the Williams. There's some very solid points there if he keeps hold of it. I think he'll probably challenge LSW Legend considering the other softs, the others in the mediums, but Chiara, oh my god. Rosary, oh my, he's 5 seconds ahead now. I feel like my bet's on. Money on it? Anyone in chat?
I mean, the chat looks a little bit shy today. Let's let some people start asking us questions and saying something. Let's see what they have to say, but it's okay if you don't. Greg is now sees Dan, sees Russell is going to bail into the
Oh
beat.
yes, Greg is my goat.
That's going to release.
Is he gonna?
Greg to 6th.
Is he gonna go for this move? Go on, Gregors. Oh, man of the bottle.
Let's see what Russell does. That's Chiara. What's happened there? Is that Chicken Roastery? Oh, the leader has spun. Chicken Roastery has spun round, and he's lost the lead of the Grand Prix. Drama here in Italy. As you see, that Get is having to avoid the Mercedes. Aurora has doing it too, but Chicken Roastery from the lead of the Grand Prix, losing the car, coming out of the first 2 corners and down to P10. And with that being said, the Tifosi are going to celebrate as Chiara now takes over the lead of the Grand Prix. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Chiara, a driver who's been suffering with that second driver mentality, is now leading the Grand Prix, in which could be one of those stories to remember. The Cinderella story. He started 3rd, great qualifying, now leads 3 seconds ahead of Legend. So it's going to be Ferrari versus Red Bull at the top. This is looking good, Callum.
It is an interesting race. Gutted for Chicken Rosary. He was balling, wasn't he? 5-6 seconds ahead. Now he's down in 10th, but I'm sure of his pace he will be up there with top 5 finish minimum without any strategy errors or other errors regarding crashing.
Exactly, look at Dan pitching there.
Into the pits.
Dan, both of them pitching, and now exiting the pits.
We're on the mediums there, the strategy. And a few surprised would have went on the hards, but they haven't.
There's a yellow flag, and is that Chiara? Oh no, is that Chiara?
Chiara's fine.
He's lost his car apparently. Something happened because he was 2-3 seconds ahead of Legend, and he's lost it.
Oh no, yeah. It's got no wing, he's got a box.
Oh no, he has no front wing whatsoever. Drama here in Monza. The Tifosi are going crazy. Oh my goodness, Chiara, who was at one point the luckiest man on the planet, is now the most heartbroken driver in this grid. He's gonna drop down to P3, and he's gonna go backwards a lot more. He's gonna lose a lot more pace and a lot more time, having to come into the pits and change his front wing. Oh my goodness, can we have any more drama here in this Grand Prix? You just see Cameron into the pits now.
Yeah, I am well, you know what I'd say? The Defoe's are crying now. Like that kid in Spain when Raikkonen DNF'd, and then he gave him a hat, so as long as Chiara gives someone a hat, he's fine.
Oh, exactly. 8.4 pit stop time. That is not great, to say the least. And he's going to have to pit. And now it's on Gregus. Gregus is the last one of the drivers who started on the soft tires that needs to pit. So let's see what he does in the next few laps. He should be expected to pit, otherwise he's going to lose a lot of time. So the pit window is very much open at this stage of the race, and let's see what he does. Let's see where he is going to come out if he does pit. So let's just take a look at the gap to the leader. And Legend is in literally the perfect position to win another Grand Prix, and Gregus can probably see that, and he is now not smiling whatsoever. He looks at the situation and sees Legend in the perfect position to take this victory and run away with it. And he now has to pit from second place. He's gonna have to go into the medium tires while Legend goes into the soft tires. So I cannot really think of any other scenario in which a driver will be so benefited other than this one. But you think, Callum, a Legend is literally on another day. Oh, look at that. SWFC fan has lost him coming out of the Ascari, and that means that the safety car has been deployed, and now drivers like Vision, drivers like Legend,
Gregors, this is perfect for Gregors. I'm backing Gregors to the win, but for the medium runners, this is horrendous. Because will the softs last this long? I feel like they would, but do they back themselves to last that long?
Oh, the thing is, though, Callum, I think this is I think let's just think it out. Let's just think it out, because the situation is not okay for the top three. I'm thinking about it, and Legend and Vision and Warhead, I say they cannot go to the soft tires and go to the end. I say they'll have to pit. And if they pit, they'll have to pit for the hard tires, because they cannot go to the mediums. Which means...
Greg has lasted 10 laps on the softs, and that was his quali run soft, so I believe they can last about 13 laps, but that's on the limit really, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Legend, let's see how this all plays out. So it's the medium runners, the top three. Are they in trouble? What does Legend do? How does he respond? How does he say, I am here and I am back? He was in the perfect position to win the Grand Prix. The safety car might have changed it all for the Red Bull driver. He's going to go indeed on the softs. And with 13 laps in this Grand Prix, I wonder if he can take those laps for 14 more laps. Of course, he's going to struggle at the end of the Grand Prix. That is for sure. But does he stay alive? That is the bigger question. Does he survive the pressure from the medium runners at the end of the race? So it's all going to be about soft versus mediums. And this Grand Prix is turning itself upside down. Everything is happening in terms of strategies. And it's now Cameron who moves up into second place after all is said and done.
Yeah, this, as it stands, Legend is staying out, which... Oh, Legend's got the softs on, actually. Legend already went in. Oh, this is going to be difficult for Legend. Legend, you never know, but... Is he gonna aggressive, try and get a 5-second lead or something like that, and then save his tyres like Bottas today? But who knows, anything can happen. If his tyres being off like that, he could ruin it in a Ascari.
And you see CX and ZN. He started 7th place. He's currently 2nd. And Sim says that stops to the end surely. Indeed, sir. They can go to the end, he says in the stream chat. But can they survive the pace advantage of the medium runners in the end? That is a real question here, and that is what we're gonna find out. Cameron is literally in a position that imagine if this guy finds himself on top, and Maxwell, whose best result has been a P2 so far, does he have enough in him to get a dub in this Grand Prix? But Legend has all those 13 drivers behind him, and Warhead is gonna say, no, baby, I'm not gonna stay on those hard tires. I'm going for the softs. He's going for the gamble as well. So now let's take a look at the tire strategy between the drivers here. I can turn this off, and you see that Legend on brand new softs, and everyone else on the mediums. Greg is on brand new ish set of mediums. I have Vision in 9th place, is gonna definitely move up a few places. So Callum, ooh, wow, what do you think about this fight, Legend or Cameron?
I'm gonna back Legend. Cameron's tires are how many laps old? If you're able to say. I'm presuming they're about 3 laps old. Obviously they're a few safety car laps, but I'm just gonna back Legend. I feel like being lap 15 when the safety car comes in, he's gonna fly away and win as long as no other safety car comes in.
Maybe. And now the safety car is out, and we see that Warhead joining the pack again, and the safety car is probably going to come in at the end of this lap, and when he does, this is Italy, this is Monza, and as you probably expect, it's going to come in, and when the race is back underway, Monza is one of those Grand Prix in which a safety car restart is a guarantee of some overtakes happening into turn 1. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how the Grand Prix plays out. The rest of the laps, only 14 laps have been done so far, and Legend is going to dictate the pace, and I'm quite sure he's going to wait for the last possible second to go out. And let's see, does he go off? Here we go into the start-finish line, and green flags. Go, go, go. And to see that Legend leading, but not anymore. I see Cameron has gotten the perfect restart. Is he going to go for the big dive down the inside? No, he won't. He's going to stay inside the place, but he has to take off the runoff area, and he's going to lose second, lose third, lose fourth. Oh, I don't know what is happening here, but he's not
Gregor's gonna...
What is happening here? Is he gonna fight back? He's had a great exit coming out of turn 2. He's going inside. He's seeing
Go Gregor's lad.
It's a free wide.
What a move. Oh.
And one of them is gonna have to take the runoff area. And Gregor's is gonna have to use the sausage curve. He's gonna lose 1, 2, 3, 4 places. He's down to BA, the championship leader. And you see that the Williams are probably something happening with him. He's down to P14. That is Nedclaw in the Williams.
Gregor's about to overtake Geddes. What a move from Gregor's.
Geddes is going to go on the outside, and what a safety car restart. That is what we've been asking for. And there's a Mercedes there trying to go around the outside. It's Vision and Chicken Roastery. Chicken Roastery, the closer, so he's going to have to go all the way off the track, and he's going to lose so much pace to the back of the house of Vision. And further ahead, we have Legend leading the Grand Prix. He's done everything he had to with Maxwell in second place with a time penalty out of Dan, who is a brand new, not brand new, but he's on the mediums. And this fight is gonna start to come alive here as Chiara now on the back of EAA's Dan. Is he gonna go for the move, Callum?
Nah, surely not. Oh, Chiara's just gone for the move and completed it on the mediums, both on the mediums, but as I stated, LSW Legend is flying away. 2 seconds in, 1 and a sector of a lap. He is flying right now, and that stands. He's going to be cruising to the win. But Maxwell, that's a surprise. He's gained quite a few positions on the restart there. Got himself in a great position here for the Aston Martin, qualified in P5, which was quite a surprise.
Callum, I think you're missing out on something. You're not commentating any normal league race. You're commentating Division 3. And literally, you cannot say that someone's going to win the Grand Prix until he's crossed the line and won it. We've had 2 Grand Prix leaders losing the lead of the race. place. And you see there Latifi, there's the yellow flags, and that is Latifi out of the track.
And he's gone. He's gone. Oh, wow. He's still got a wing, though. That's surprising. But now Ned Claw's about to overtake him. And LSW Legend has got the fastest lap of a 23.7, which is a pretty good lap with DRS now enabled. But Maxwell's just got a penalty. Maxwell's just got a pen.
And Chiara is going to just cruise around him and take second place, trying to now chase down after Legend. The gap between the two is 3.2 seconds. And now let's just see the fight between those two and first. Maxwell with a time penalty. How many seconds of penalties does he have? 3 seconds. So I'm actually quite impressed that they don't have too many penalties at this stage of the Grand Prix. But Russell, look at that. Russell and Yahaz fighting that. It's Vision and Russell and Vision. And a great sight of the back of Russell now as he now tries to chase down after the man who's sitting in 7th place at the moment in the 17th lap of the 27th lap Grand Prix. So it's all about the number 7 and Vision, who's in 8th place, is going to go up into 7 as he can see now nothing ahead of him. He's going to jump into 7th place, and now Vision is talking business.
Yeah, so far, Legend, again, he's gained another 1.5 seconds, but now Maxwell, he's obviously lost a position, but he's dropping even further back from Chiara, but EA8's down, currently in a net P3. Is this going to be a Merc in P3, a Ferrari, and a Red Bull as the podium? Not had that for a while in real F1, so we're going to have it in SLR Division 3.
Well, much like
Was
real
it?
Formula 1, we have a hard losing position. We have that Vision now losing position to Russell. Those two really fighting there for P7. They like that position. They like to fight for that. And Chick Rosary says, enough of this BS. I'm going to join you two. And I'm going to try to get that position. He's trying to put on a comeback after that loss in the first few laps. And look at Vision trying to go around the outside into the next chicane. Russell with a great way of defending. He's going to cover the inside line, shut the door in his face, and that is it. He's going to stay in P7.
Yeah, great there from Russell, great defending. I feel like he'll struggle to hold on to Vision, because Vision's on the sauce with DRS right up his arse, being 2 tenths behind him. He's going to get the move done now, yeah, with ease. Yeah, with ease. But will he brake late with a always good braking point? Now for a Sky, nice and safe. I feel like Vision's probably going to get P4 or 5 here. Going to go on a bit of a set for free.
Oh, no. Chicken Rosary. Again, the Mercedes involved in the shenanigans here is going to drop down
disqualification
in
their call. Yeah,
Whoa,
the
wow.
parking dangerous location, apparently.
What is going on here? Look at that fight, Russell and Vision. You see Greg is trying to join the two, but they're side by side here. Russell now losing a place to Vision. He's going to brow break the Alpha Tauri, and he's going to get that 6th place. Good stuff now by the Haas driver. Russell's now behind him there. You see Gregus, who is in 8th place, is now under pressure because Moorhead is trying to get that position as well. So many battles going on, unlike last week, but this one is a Grand Prix that I've enjoyed watching, and it has brought some nice action here in this race. But Legend still leads, and look at the gap. Do I have to say anything, Callum? Look at that gap.
Yeah, Legend. Could we call him Lewis Hamilton in the Red Bull? Because I can't really call him Verstappen. But yeah, Chiara. I feel like Chiara so far has nailed on P2. He's been ever so consistent since his little moment where he lost his wing. He's done well since that though. And then Maxwell has got EA8 down 53 right up his rim. Which, is he going to overtake him? And the straight here now, which depends on Maxwell really getting DRS, which he possibly could. But we will see. Or he could just give a quick easy overtake here. Yeah, phenomenal. Into the podium.
Yeah,
Not put a foot wrong today.
I mean, exactly. 340 kilometers per hour when he went down into turn 1, and he hasn't disappointed. Look at Vision there. What's happening with Vision? He's losing place after place. There is penalty happening here in the back. What is going on? Warhead going 1, 2, 3 positions up. He's now up into 7th.
Go on, Gregors.
Oh, look at that. Vision and Russell, no more. Now it's literally Russell, Warhead, Gregors, Vision, and Geddes. Fighting here for P7 and P8.
Oh no, Gregors, go on, that Gregors has lost a position.
Vision going for the move and trying to minimize the points by Gregors, doing exactly what he needed. He's gonna go up into P8 in this Grand Prix, pushing Gregors down to 9. But now, now the gaps are close, and now it's a real Italian Grand Prix. This is what I've been wanting. And Warhead! Oh! Warhead and Russell, what is happening there, Gregors? Oh no! The championship leader! The championship leader has been spun round or lost it. We weren't on board with him when he lost control of the car. He's down and out of the points in Gregors. Now, well, for the first time in how long, is out of the points. And with that being said, I believe a few of these drivers, if they're listening to what I'm saying right now, are smiling from ear to ear. They know that the championship leader is out, so every point counts twice in this situation. And you see that legend 8 seconds almost ahead of Chiara. This Grand Prix is literally on the... He's done it, hasn't he? Even if he spins round, unless he crashes, which I hope he doesn't, he has it in the bag.
This is Legend's world and we're all living in it.
Oh, look at Russell! Oh, Russell and Vision! Russell and Vision have collided, and Vision
is in the gravel.
Facing the walls. He has been spun, and he was facing the walls. He's gonna reverse. As you see that Latifi out of the section, but Vision is now gonna promote Gregors up into P10 with this spin.
Yes!
Oh, you see that.
Love it, Gregors.
Bias being shown here, as you see that Russell losing a position to Geddes, and that makes me wonder if there's any time penalty that for Russell. There is, but how many seconds? How many times? Oh, 3 seconds worth of penalties, but Latifi has 16 seconds worth of penalties, so I believe his race is going from bad to worse. Unfortunately for Latifi, a driver who's shown a lot of pace in qualifying, and we resume the race with those two still fighting here. This is for P7. Though Russell has a 3-second time penalty, he's gonna fight back.
Yeah, Russell there, nice solid DRS move there, being on the mediums, but he needs to create at least a 3-second gap to get rid of his penalty. But it seems the grid has split up quite a lot now since the safety car, 6 laps at the safety car I believe, especially with a few incidents such as Russell versus was it Vision, Latifi spinning and leaving, Rosary spinning at Ascari, and Gregors unfortunately spinning at Ascari himself. But yeah, it's been a very entertaining race so far.
Yes, and you see there for 4th place, although Maxwell has a time penalty, and he was going to be pushed back a few tenths already, a few seconds actually after the penalty. Cameron decides to do it on track. He's going to go up into 4th place in this Grand Prix, and is going to be released into the fight for 3rd, trying to chase down after Dan, who's in 3rd place. So the Mercedes driver in a great spot, and currently in 3rd place on 12th lap. 12th lap sold mediums. The 8 Dan, it's the Mercedes driver that you see there. But Maxwell, can he fight back against Cameron? And honestly, Callum, do you think he should with this high penalty? Because, well, we never know. We're reaching the end of the Grand Prix. Maybe Cameron could get a penalty. You never know.
Yeah, who knows? Cameron, but I feel like Cameron has got solid pace this race, but I feel like he's also been quite unlucky with strategy, and he's been in a few dogfights as well, which has obviously slowed him down. Maybe he's got a tiny bit of wing damage which has affected him, but I feel like he's definitely on for a podium, and I feel like one of the top 3 might have a mishaps later on.
Exactly, Legend with that lead. Chiara in 2nd place. Out of Dan, Cameron, and Maxwell, who's in 5th. And, well, now what he has to do is try to close in on camera. But he also has to stay away from his teammate, Warhead, who is behind him in the timings there. And I believe we cannot have... Oh, look, he's closing in quite quickly. And, well, I don't think we can have the car condition of these drivers because they usually don't allow us to see it. Which is quite annoying. So, the Grand Prix resumes in the 24th lap of the Grand Prix, so 3 laps to go, Callum. Any contenders for driver of the day? You see that Geddes is making his way up into 7th place.
I'm gonna go for Legend or Cameron so far. The Williams and the Red Bull, but as it's got to be Legend. 8.7 seconds ahead. His world today. He has just been the boss of the race. Realistically, he is the king of Monza. The goat of Monza, whatever you want to call him. He's just chilling on his own. He could probably be on his phone on the straights, doing anything on the straight, really.
I mean,
He could probably put it into AI and still win the race. He's that far ahead.
Exactly. I mean, no wonder why his name is Legend, am I right?
Yeah.
Simply brilliant.
And he also has number 44 for a goat, so...
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Although I might not agree with that one, but let's just move on. Russell and
Son of
Geddes,
fraud.
though. Look at that. Into parabolic, not even waiting for the main straight. We had a little bit of a moment there of just waiting for something to happen, waiting for some action, but finally it's coming. Let's get it there. And Russell providing us with that good old entertainment. And let's see at what speed they're going to be fighting. 340 kilometers per hour for the 7th place. Geddes is going to come back at him. Those two looking to appear on the stream. They're really liking the entertainment here. And they're doing a nice job. Russell has been involved in a few incidents here. We're gonna go on board now with the AlphaTauri driver as you see him there. On the inside through Curva Grande, we usually see some moves happening as they approach the end of the corner. Here we go now into the chicane. He's gonna get that 7th place. And they're literally trading positions like Capitato really. Not really any trouble for those two to fight wheel to wheel. But Russell has a time penalty.
Russell's had an interesting race so far. He could get a big penalty for his incident, as we obviously didn't see it, but he also could be not have thought any spun on his own, as who knows. But yeah, Russell, he's done well, solid points, because I believe that's doubling or tripling his points this season if he stays in this position as 7th. Obviously, it's unlikely that he will with a possible penalty and his penalty, but he's still got some points to the board for himself, which he's doing well, unless he crashes last lap, which I hope he doesn't.
I hope he didn't just jinx it. You see him there, Russell, now finally pulling away. 3 seconds is his penalty. He's 1 second ahead of Geddes, so all he has to do, I say all he has to do as if he wasn't a lot, he has to try to pull 2 seconds ahead of Geddes now in the next 2 laps. It's not an easy task, and he's not doing a nice job through his lap. He's gonna lose a few times after just going a little bit too much over the curb. It's gonna lose the advantage.
Wolf has summoned spin.
Ooh.
Greg to 9th. Yes, Gregors.
Oh, look at that.
The Gregors. Gregors fanboy.
Exactly. We have a fanboy here, and now Wolf's literally dropped down out of the points, which is really unfortunate by the Alpine. The Alpine's not having the best of Grand Prix. And Chicken Roast Ray is gonna get that extra fastest lap point because, well, let's see him. Let's take a look at this.
As you stated, Grand Prix, would it be Grande Premio for you, as you're Brazilian?
You've been paying attention to the graphics that the Formula 1 is showing in the real TV, haven't you?
No, I'm half Brazilian, so I know it.
You lying bastard.
I'm related to Sanamate.
Oh yeah, you're relating to Thiago Silva. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. I'm Fellaini.
Yeah, Neymar is like my father.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
The winner's about to cross the line though.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe not. Doesn't matter. He's going through. I forgot the corner's name now. But yeah.
That Turismo 1 and 2 now, and LSW Legend started second place, moved up into first after Chiara and after Chicken Rosary lost their cars. But to be honest, looking at this gap, I don't even think that was the main factor on him leading this race down to the finish. He only has 2 corners to go. He's gonna nail the last one. The penultimate one now. LSW Legend. Well, this guy has done everything he had to in this race. The fight for the championship lead is very much on. From the back of the grid last week, he managed to get second place. And from second place in this Grand Prix, he's gonna win the Monza. Legend wins the Italian Grand Prix, bringing 25 points to the Red Bull team and closing the gap at the top. Chiara is gonna get that second place. It's a fully celebrated and see that the Williams of Cameron into P3. What a fantastic result by the Williams, managing to get a podium just by 3, let's say 4/10 of a second ahead of Dan, bringing some points to the Mercedes. Good stuff ahead of, oh, look at that, Get is now finally getting ahead of Russell there, but both the Alpha, both the Aston Martins of Maxwell and Warhead getting points in this Grand Prix. Good stuff. And Get is bringing some points to the Red Bull team as well. Russell in 8th place, and Gregors, your favorite, is gonna finish in 9th place in the points, and Chicken Rosary in 10th with the fastest lap. And unfortunately, we have both the Alpines of Wolves and Latifi not managing to finish in points ahead of Vision, who's gonna finish his lap now. And there you have it, LSW Legend getting that dub, getting that first place, and showing why his name is Legend. Absolutely sensational stuff in this Grand Prix. And now, Callum, I would like you to, if you could do us a favor, and if you could invite the drivers to the podium. Into the
Podium boys.
Yes.
The GOATs. So Cameron, the Legend, and Chiara. Wait, I think Chiara's a woman, so it's the first ever podium for a woman. Well done, guys.
Oh, I see that. Williams there. The Irish driver in 3rd place. Ain't that beautiful to see? Yes, and we have the top 3 drivers here. So, Legend wins. Everyone is joining the party, which I find fantastic. Now
Remember to include audio, guys.
Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Yeah, it is automatic. Here we go. Legend won the Grand Prix. Legend 44, doing a Hamilton-like performance there in Red Bull ahead of Chiara and Cameron. Now, can we go to the main menu? I wonder if I can do that. So, Callum, oh, just dropped my control right here. Anyway,
Because you already did.
That's always nice.
I mean, that's not a surprise, really. And we start with a podium interviews, or should we just? Yeah, I think we should start already.
Yeah.
How about we start with Cameron, 3rd place.
Okay.
Any questions for Cameron, Callum?
You had a great drive there from P7, Cameron. What was it? Strategy or was it your pace? Do you feel the safety car helped you or anything?
It's a combination of both. The safety car, I did kind of screw myself over trying to get me on Legends. I didn't want him to run away, but he still ended up doing it. But I was able to recover to 3rd.
Yeah, it was a great race from you. Any questions, Mateus?
Oh my goodness, and apparently my game just won't load up, which is fantastic. Everything I needed, but it's okay. So we're talking to Mr. 3rd place, Cameron. Cameron, how do you feel getting that 3rd? It must be great for you to get a podium here in this Grand Prix. Madness happened in that race. You managed to come out in a great position. How do you feel? And you feel like you're gonna carry that momentum into the next Italian Grand Prix?
Like, I feel great. It's like I should have had. I made a few mistakes in the previous Grand Prix that cost me podiums, but like I'm gonna try and keep the momentum going on for the next Italy race.
Okay. Um, moving on to Chiara. Start off, Callum.
Um, well then, what did it feel like to spin from first of all?
Harsh.
Personally, didn't really matter.
It didn't at
Um,
all, not with
it
your great
it
drive.
did it personally when I span and knew it was coming because I kept messing up my qualifying laps so that those tires were already 3 laps old going into the Grand
Yeah.
Prix. So I was like on the edge. I was pushing as much as I could to keep myself going, keeping myself straight, and just quick lapse of judgment and spin, hit the wall, lose my front wing, correct it instantly, get back straight and driving again. Kept in front of my teammate. That was key in getting into the pits and properly ahead of Jeedes who came in as well. And then it was just damage limitation and trying to push forward as much as possible.
Yeah, you did great there from having wing damage, losing probably about 10 seconds minimum that lap to
Hmm.
getting a pretty easy P2 in the end, really. But yeah, great drive from you. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And I would like to just ask Chiara a question too. Well, mate, it's a tifosi. You just got second place in front of the Italian fans, so I'm sure that is quite a great result for yourself. And let's stop talking about this race and talk about the championship. In the championship, we haven't really seen your full potential being shown with it, and with your teammate absolutely destroying it on the standings.
Hmm.
Do you feel like, well, maybe it's not too bad for a number two driver?
Um, because I started this season a little bit into it anyway. I kind of wasn't going to try for the championship in any way, shape, or form. I was going to try my best for Ferrari, but not for my own personal championship. So going into every race, I'm like, okay, this is going to be another test race. So in France, I tested what I could do when it came to fuel. Could I save enough of it? No. And I ended up losing that. And every race has sort of been a learning experience more than I'm going to try and win this championship. Because at the end of the day, coming in late, I was already like, what, 100 points behind whoever's in the lead. And I think my teammate is doing absolutely fantastic. I'm so proud of him and what he's doing for the team. But yeah, it's just not really a championship I'm competing for. It's something I'm in to try and get Ferrari ahead. And honestly, winning here would have been great for our driver, but getting second feels just as great.
Oh, congratulations, mate, on your second place. I'm just trying to load up 2021, but for some odd reason, I literally cannot load the game up. So you guys are gonna have my Xbox screen on the background, which is fantastic. I'm full of luck today. So congrats to on your second place, Mr. Chiara. Hope you enjoyed that one. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time you've all been waiting for. We're gonna talk to the Brits, the Grand Prix winner, the Max Verstappen and Hamilton fusion into one driver, LSW legend. How did you do that? Simply amazing stuff in that race, winning by a huge margin. You started in second, but everyone was literally losing the car right and left. But you, again, kept it on track, kept consistent with the alternate strategy. You managed to get yourself into the top spot, and that closes the gap between yourself and your championship rival UK Gregors. So how are you feeling right now? I guess you must be buzzing.
Yeah, buzzing. Going into this very weekend, I was absolutely thinking Gregor's, oh, he's gonna win this one. Not coming around here at all. Saw his quality pace, was like, am I sure this is Gregor's? Um, but yeah, I'm here for this championship. The championship is not over. I know I joined late, same with Kiara, but I'm here for the championship. I'm here to push myself on the wheel. Obviously, new experience for me. So just here to push myself, keep climbing, find new ways about myself I never even knew that I could use in a racing. But yeah, I mean, I was happy with my medium lap time, only medium driver in the top 10. So pretty surprised, but I made it work.
Oh, exactly. Congratulations. Anything to add, Callum?
When you was about 8 seconds up, was you still fully pushing or was you just chilling?
Um, well, I mean, I wasn't pushing, but I wasn't not pushing.
Yeah,
Like,
you was just holding
I,
a solid enough pace.
well, basically, I wouldn't be on the sauce with it with my teammate, first of all. I was hesitant to stay out, because I was like, they're not going to make it. Teammate was like, if you don't do it, you're probably going to lose the win. I'm lucky I did it because I came out P1 anyway. So yeah, it's all played to him. But yeah, when I was going through, I was just coasting, lifting. Wasn't doing the best of turn 1 and 2, but my setup was most strongly around sector 2 into 3. So it was just
More downforce based.
yeah, it was a 5-5 wing setup. So
Yeah, that's quite high downforce for this track, but I've got another question. How does it feel to be the king of Monza?
mate,
Because
temple
that
of
was a
speed.
king-worthy performance.
It was a temple of speed, so I showed the speed.
Yeah, anyways, well done. Congrats on your win.
Cheers. Cheers on the podium, guys, as well.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Callum is just way too funny. Now,
Thank you.
now as we end the stream, I finally get to go back to my F1 game, which is mind luck. So yeah, that is it. And with 14 viewers, still have 14 viewers. We usually don't have that many when we end the stream, but
Woo, viewers. Woo. Gotta love viewers.
okay.
Up the balls.
Exactly. Here we go.
Bolts.
Okay, now with that being said, I'm gonna thank Callum for being here and for helping me out here in the stream and for also being this handsome. So
Thank you,
for joining
darling.
me. And thank you for the drivers that joined the podium, and thank you for everyone who's raced and everyone who's watched the Italian Grand Prix. That was a great Grand Prix to watch, and next week we're gonna go. Oh, we're not gonna go anywhere else. We're gonna stay in Italy, but we're gonna go to Emilia Romagna. We're gonna go to Imola.
I am not racing that.
You're not racing in that.
Nope. So this is Gregor's chance.
It's chance.
I think you forgot about me, mate.
You said you were going for the championship here.
I don't care, I'm still gonna try and win it. Greg is gonna take her off.
Just to clarify, I'm a Gregor's
If you
fan.
can do that, if you can get Gregor's least points possible, thank you.
Okay, before this turns
Grab
into
that
a
Gregor's
mess,
to the
I'm
win.
gonna say thank you everyone. That's it for the Italian Grand Prix. I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye. Bye bye.